Okay, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to talk about foreign accent syndrome, which is basically a speech condition caused by brain damage, whether it's from a traumatic brain injury or a stroke. It caused someone who is a native speaker of their country to start speaking in a way that sounds like they are from a different country, because their brain is not processing speech the way it used to. And so what I'm going to do is show you some clips from some news articles on people who have suffered from foreign accent syndrome, and I'm going to analyze what makes their speech different. So it's kind of a breakdown of what they are doing and what differences they have in their speech that makes them sound like they are foreign. Here is our first example.
Do we don't know that about my grandfather? I'd rather hit out of hot, a vola quarters, Rosa Stado Bada meet, is brother, is Shamlo Decker, short walker long.
Okay, so the first sentence is vaguely recognizable. It's vaguely similar to the original, but there's a lot that's different from it. And then after that first sentence, it's hard to understand what she's saying and compare it to the original at all. Remember that this just shows how complicated the whole brain speech system is and how much we take for granted. It's a little bit easier to analyze her speech if we break it down into the words. And that's what the interviewer is going to do right now.
Let's just try individual words on their own. Can you say wish?
Wheat?
Yeah. No.
No.
About.
Əʻbaʊt?
My
Ma.
grandfather.
Granddaughters.
Okay, so for wish, she is changing the middle vowel, the I, to E. So a short I to a long E. And then she's changing the sh, the SH on the end, to a T. So instead of wish, she's doing wheat. And it's also shorter and more clipped.
Wish.
Wheat?
So for the pronunciation of no, it's also much shorter, more clipped. It sounds like she's pronouncing it with the tongue in the back of her mouth. Oh, oh. And it changes the resonance a little bit, definitely shorter, more clipped. It gives it a different sound than no. The American no, and I guess the English no, it's held out a little bit longer. Oh, oh, versus oh, oh.
No.
No.
About. Now this one's interesting. So the first part, instead of she's saying ow. And instead of ow, she's saying ah. So the A becomes ow, and then bout becomes bat. So as far as syllable stress, whereas in English it would be about, she puts a little more emphasis on that first syllable. She's still kind of stressing the second, but it's more owbat, instead of a really short about.
About.
Əʻbaʊt?
My. She says my like ma. Very short, and that I vowel becomes a short O sound, ah. So very short. I think her tongue again is probably in the back of her mouth and makes it sound a little different.
My.
Ma.
Grandfather. So she's changing that grandfather to more of a granddaughters. Not even that clearly. Granddaughters. So that father, the F went out the window. Now it's like a D and a T instead of an F and a TH. So instead of grandfather, it's granddaughters. So that's different. 4 syllables instead of 3. And then the stress kind of changed as granddaughters. So she's not moving her teeth to her lip for the F sound. Grandfather, that doesn't happen. It stays inside the mouth, granddaughters. And then the TH and father, that doesn't happen. It just becomes a T and stays inside the mouth again.
Grandfather.
Granddaughters.
So I hope this segment gives you an idea of the different details that make someone sound like they're from a different country. And if your goal is to blend in, which it doesn't have to be, if your goal is to blend in, then paying attention to those little details will help you make your accent sound more native, if that's what you choose to do. Anyway, so that's the end of part 1 on foreign accent syndrome examples.